All right, recording our call on July 1st. It is July 1st, and right now we're just talking a little bit about the Team Cup. And if you've never done a Team Cup, I think it's a really fun and profitable exercise. And that usually lasts one whole month, and we do it, I know, in February, and we do it in August. You get 4 people on a team. You have to have only one diamond. You don't have to have any diamonds, but you can only have 1 diamond per team. So like if the 4 of us were on a team, it would be okay unless you guys hit diamond, before that. So it's really fun. It's really fun to work together as a team and try to accumulate all those Success Club points and sort of have a little competition with the other teams that are going on. And there's usually a private Facebook page just for people that are in the Team Cup. And it's very motivating and fun. And you get to post your team photos and stuff like that in there. So it's pretty fun. And I don't know what challenge packs and stuff they're going to have available in August. I do know because Size will be out then. Yeah. There's Dawn. There's Dawn Psycho. Good. Size will be out. And the cookbook will be out. So, I mean, there's going to be probably all kinds of stuff that we're going to find out about at Summit.
That's cool.
Right. So this call is to catch up with everybody and welcome any new coaches that are on. That'd be Lori Thomas, who's one of my super good close friends, and I love her very much. And she's the one that did P93 with me. What?
I said, thank you. I love you too.
Well, it's a little mutual admiration society. But Lori is the one that did P90X3 with me 2 years ago. And we love that program. It's an awesome program. So anyway, that's our main thing, is just kind of catch up with you guys and find out where you are, what your goals are going to be for July, and how we can all help each other reach your goals. And if you're organized, and if you have your, a contact list ready, and your business activity trackers going, whatever business activity tracker you like to use, and a daily planner. So if you don't have that stuff going, Lori, that's stuff that you're going to be finding more and more out about as we go through Dawn's training.
Yeah.
And stuff, and you and I do our one-on-ones. So you'll find out more and more about that throughout this week and this month. This is a really good month for you guys. So you got to think about attending events. We're going to Summit, the 3 of us, and Dawn, the 4 of us. And Lori, this is not something that you need to worry about right now, but I'm really excited to go. It's going to be fun, and we're going to learn a lot. Yeah. Woo! So that'll be a blast. Summit, and then right when we get back from Summit, that next Saturday is Super Saturday. So that's something everyone should go to. Super Saturday is July 25th. Write it down. Lori, we'll be doing ours at New Moon Fitness. We always do one at New Moon Fitness.
Okay.
So I've already registered, and Dawn, Stika, and Kim Diamond are going to kind of co-host that for me, because we're playing at J&A Tap that night before, and I won't get in bed till 4 o'clock in the morning. So
no.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be at J&A Tap the night before.
I know you're going to be there. I know.
What time does this start?
Dawn Cycle will be there too. We start at 9:30, so we play 9:30 to 1:30. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're going to be there in case I don't get there early. But I'm starting it late. I usually start it at noon. We're going to start it at 12:30 because Teresa has a little group training class going on before that. So we're going to make sure we have time to set up all of our equipment so we can watch the Super Saturday video and all that kind of stuff, because we get a video that nobody else gets.
You said 12:30?
12:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, at New Moon.
Yep.
So Laura and Lisa, do you guys have a Super Saturday you're going to?
I'm going to be on vacation. So my goal in July, I'll be pretty much a little off the grid for about almost 2 weeks. So on that Saturday, I won't be home, but I'll be in Santa Barbara. I'm going to see if there's a Super Saturday I can sneak in on.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Down there. So
cool.
I'll check that out. But otherwise, I'm not really around here.
Yeah.
So for July, my goal is I hope to hit Success Club 5. I'm going to be gone a lot, and I'll have to just keep up my challenge groups via, I guess, Hootsuite, because I won't be up every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good, I have not used Hootsuite. I started to use it once and I never did use it. But I'm thinking about getting it and revamping it and using it while we're gone at Summit. For
Yeah, I
sure.
use it. I've used it a few times. I've done it a few times. It saved my butt when I was sick and I just couldn't do anything for a few days or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what that is, that's it's a scheduler. So you can schedule all your Facebook posts through Hootsuite. It's HOOTSUITE. Hootsuite.
Yeah, you write your post and then it asks you when you want it to be posted and then it'll post it for you.
Yeah, it'll post it for, and that'll do that for Twitter and for all the other social media sites.
So you can literally you can sit down and do a whole week's worth of posts. And
Right.
then you're done.
Then you don't have to worry about it. So we can look into that and try that. That sounds like good goals for you since you're going to be gone a lot.
Yeah, I'll be gone a lot.
SC5 is always a goal, guys. SC7 should be what you have in your head because that's past 5 and it's almost a 10. So if you have SC7, if you have Success Club 7 in your head, you'll probably get to 10. It happens quite frequently like that. Laura, what are your goals for July?
Oh, I'm busy. Can you hear me okay? Because I have
I hear you great.
call to say.
And we can
Okay.
see you too now.
So I have a long weekend this weekend, which is great because I'm going to be planning all my stuff. I have people that I want to put in that clean eating group that I think you're, I don't know if you're doing it or.
Oh, my flexible dieting group?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I have that. Can't hear myself. Either 7/6 or 7/13. I also have a 3-day refresh group that's starting right after July 4th.
Good.
Then I am hosting my second coach sneak peek on July 13th while we're at Summit, which is crazy. But I'll Hootsuite them. I've done all my videos. They're all on YouTube, so I'll just be pre-posting them.
How did that go for you? Did you get some signups?
Other coaches did. So that's good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I had one really good potential one, but then he went on vacation to Cuba. So he's gone for like 2 weeks. He's Canadian too. So
Wow.
we'll talk when he gets back. So he seemed pretty serious about it. But I think the challenge was, and I'm not sure how to do it, people just aren't used to groups. And so they don't keep up and they don't read the posts or it's too overwhelming. So we've invited and are going to put people, invite them back to do it because they have expressed interest. So, I mean, I think the format was good. I took it from another coach.
One of the things I might suggest about your format, your videos were awesome. Some of the posts were super long.
Right.
And so instead of those super long posts, make it a video or break it up. Like do part of it in the morning and part of it in the afternoon or evening.
Right.
So people aren't overwhelmed all at once. But video, I think video is more likely. People are going to click on a video instead of, I don't know if they're going to read. What do you guys think? Would you read a long post before you'd make a video? Before you'd look at a video?
I think it depends how long the long post is.
It was long. It was long. It was the third day and it was long and I didn't know how to, I figured because it was from Deb Baska and she's a, 10-star diamond and she's doing it. It was her layout. I didn't want to change it. I wanted to see if it worked.
Yeah.
So it did spark conversation among a couple of people. So, I mean, the information was there. It was overwhelming though.
Yeah. Have you been in, Julie, Bonnie and I have a sneak peek. Have you been on that page?
I don't remember.
I can add you to one of those, and because we still have one of them open, I can just add you to it and you can see things that you want to use from that because you can certainly use things from there too.
Perfect. Thank you.
Maybe combine what you have and make your own.
Right.
Because your videos were excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were really good.
That was hard. Hard. So between that and my goal is SC10. I mean, I just want SC10. Did I lose you?
Again. Yeah, that's okay. SC10 is always my goal too.
I was close. Between May and June, I had 17.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. And I have like a bunch of follow-ups in it. And so that's the other thing I'm going to do. I watched your video today twice that you posted that Melanie Mitro did about organizing your contacts.
Yes.
So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm still there.
You are.
Yeah,
you're there.
Because that's a huge thing at this point, is just keeping track of who I talk to, where I talk to them, what part of the conversation I'm at, and the follow-ups.
Right.
So I have a bunch of people that I've been talking to who say they're going to do something and haven't. I have I'm on video and this recorded, but I got an email from a friend from high school I haven't talked to forever, he was cast in a movie and there's a sex scene. So he wanted to work out. Oh, did I lose you?
Wow.
So I mean,
Awesome.
the constant, just told that to everybody, but the constant posting and the consistency of it, I don't know why it keeps going away. The consistent posting, I think, helps, because this is someone I haven't talked to in 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, we're just friends on Facebook. So, you know, there's stuff like that just kind of comes out of the woodwork that
Exactly.
that I follow up on.
Consistency is the main rule. I mean, as long as you're consistent, you're posting every single day, people are watching you, whether they say so or not. And all of a sudden, just like this guy, they'll come out of the woodwork and go, hey, I really want this or that. Can you help me? So it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens a lot. So that sounds great. I'm kind of interested to see this guy.
Right. I can't tell. His profile picture is a cartoon.
Oh, no way. That's
Funny.
Oh my
But
God.
he's an actor. He's an actor, and I don't know, he got cast, and I didn't ask if it was a movie that happened to have a scene that he, you know, or if it was the other kind of movie. I don't know. But the point is he messaged me about it because he doesn't want to go into this with his dad bod.
Yeah, he wants to look good. Well, that's pretty awesome. You have some good stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Are you going to the Super Saturday, Laura? Did we cover that?
Yeah. Why can't I get on the video? I think I'm going to Boston.
Okay.
That's pretty easy for me. I haven't made it much past this week, to be honest.
That's all right. Just planning ahead is going to keep you organized.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That sounds fantastic. Dawn Steika, tell us your goals for July.
All right. Actually, I've got two goals.
Okay.
I am going to hit my diamond rank. I am focusing on that, and I want to hit it early. I'm also focusing on hitting my Success Club 10 this month
Excellent.
and developing my coaches.
I
Building
love
that Emerald City is what I focused on last month. And yes, I gained a lot of momentum and helped a lot of people and got an emerald out of it, and two that are like one away. So now I'm just tying up those ends and looking at Success Club 10, getting that diamond rank early so I can continue developing my other coaches.
Yeah, I love it. Sounds fantastic. Are we doing one-on-one with Sam tomorrow?
Still trying to rope her down.
All right.
It doesn't sound like it. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, you and I will talk about that later tonight. Okay, sounds good. Your goals sound great. Lori.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lori Thomas, is it too early for you to think about what goals you might want to set for July?
Well, I've been thinking and learning every day. So
Yeah.
I think the goal that I have actually is just to keep learning about it. I too am going on vacation on Friday, and I'll be gone for 13 days.
Where
So
you going?
I'm just going to Illinois.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have my computer and I'll be able to communicate. But
Get that Robin hooked up, man.
I know that is going to be the hardest because she's a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep working on getting her.
Work on her.
I'm going to work on her. And then I have a class reunion coming up in August. And so by then, I might know what the heck I'm doing so that I can make connections with all these hundreds of people.
Oh, that sounds fabulous. You'll know what you're doing before that. So
I
yeah.
hope so.
Let me tell you something. You don't need to know what you're doing. Just share what you are doing, and that's all you need.
Well, I mean, I'm even just learning how to share and do it right. You know, I don't want to jump into it not knowing anything about it. I just started. So I'm really happy about it, and it feels good, and I'm working out, and I'm feeling really good myself. And
awesome.
I'm a work in progress.
That's what you should share. That's all you need to share.
That's all I'm going to share. And my health has improved huge amounts. So I'm going to share that too.
That's
Awesome.
totally.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of Lori. She's really come a long ways here. So it's really good. Well, I love it, you guys. Yeah, my goals for July is I'm going to Summit. I'm going to hit my own Super Saturday. I'm going to hit that. Dawn is going to help run that for me. My goal for Success Club is 10 or higher. And I really, really, really want to work on changing up my brand so I can be a little more myself and not, do you know what I'm talking about? Like when we're working on branding who we are, I have so many things that I do and so many things that I am sort of an expert in. And I want to pick something that's going to resonate with other people that are 50 and older. Because I think because of my age and what I do, I think that's going to resonate with people that are going, oh, well, I'm that age and I don't look like that. And I don't do that. And Lisa, what do you think? And Lisa's not as old as me. She's 10 years younger than me. But at the same time, you know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are my hero. I swear, Shannon, I talked to my husband about you so many times. I'm like, she's like in a rock band and she like trains people to get fit. And I'm like, I want to be like that. You know, when in 10 years, I'm good, and I look at people and they're like 75 and I'm like, I'm going to be healthy when I'm 75. I'm going to be,
Like Ernestine Shepherd. She's like my idol. I love her.
Oh, right. Yeah. But yeah, I think there needs to be, like, hey, 50 or 60 is the new.
That's how I feel
the
too.
New something.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a number, but the new something, the new, welcome to your life, or the new.
That's a good thing to say, Lisa. Yeah, welcome to your life because
you do get your life back.
Yeah,
you've just had whatever years, 10, 20, 30 years of working so hard, whether you had children or not, you just worked really, really hard. And now you're realizing, oh, wow, I've accomplished this goal and this goal. Let's do something for myself and maybe I can help some other people along the way.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know Laura Wood is a youngster here and the rest of us are 50. Lori, are you 50 even yet?
I'm 58.
Oh, she's okay.
No way.
I would never guess that. And
No way.
Dawn's not quite 50, right? Dawn Stack is not 50 yet, but
No, not quite.
But I think if you guys agree with me, Laura, you'll have to listen to this. Every single decade, you sort of like yourself better.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, I don't want to turn 40. Oh, I don't want to turn 50. I'm sorry. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Because it's a different kind of feel. It's a different confidence. And that's kind of what I want to use for my brand. I want to use that, your life didn't end after your kids moved out of the house. It began. Right. So now you've got to remember who you are and you've got to get back to who you were because that person is still inside. Mm-hmm. It's just been buried all those years. You got to pull her back out. I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
It's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I think it's perfect. That's what we need around here.
That's what I think I'm going to do. And each person, each one of you coaches, finding your brand, finding out who you are, and not sort of cookie cutter another coach, what they do. You have coaches that are going to become mentors to you and people that you love, like like Shay Sanford and Janelle Summers and all these great coaches that are multi-star diamonds, and don't be them, be you, and that's going to help you get to where they are. Laura started off this year with that great brand that you have, your great
With what?
pictures and your pick, play, posts and things. Everything.
Oh,
What I like about it is everything looks the same, so you know it's a Laura Wood picture.
right.
Seriously, and that's what it takes. It takes everything looking. Well, I know that's Laura Wood picture. You know, she's not going to have a picture looking different. So,
Yeah, I use the same font. I use the same layout, different content.
you're real good at it. It's very good marketing. It's very good marketing.
Thanks.
Dawn Steika and I talked a little bit about what her brand will be. I mean, she's working really hard on hers, and some of her stuff is starting to look really good, like where she's going with hers. And it's an ever evolving thing to find your brand, and it's not unusual, and it's okay to change the branding of yourself as you go. I was listening to some personal development about making your own brand, and I'll tell you what that was as soon as I look and see what the name of it was. But I think Lisa Folkers, I think you have a good brand. I think who you are.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, you're just like.
But I mean, I
beautiful,
like what
vibrant
you're saying
woman.
even about, oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you just froze up your picture, but we can still hear you. There
Okay,
you are.
I think I have to plug my phone in. But
Okay.
I wanted to not just, originally my business page was like Lisa Folkers Fitness, which I think it still is, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking of changing it to Strength with Lisa.
And if you don't know Lisa Folkers' story, tell them a little bit of background about you.
Oh, so I've been a group exercise instructor for a while, but I was, the Reader's Digest version of it is I was diagnosed with breast cancer about 4 years ago. So over the next 2 years after that, I went through, I don't even know how many surgeries, but I had, double mastectomy, oophorectomy, hysterectomy, just everything that, and my estrogen had anything to do with had to come out. And I'm fine and I'm healthy now, but it was a battle to come back to fitness, right? But I think the biggest challenge was the menopause that hit me like a brick wall. I mean, it was full steam ahead. And so my health just changed a lot. My metabolism changed. Everything was just so different. And so fast forward, I was working to be healthy, but it was super hard. And the truth is, when I did the 21-day fix, and I learned how to eat more vegetables, and I was doing Shakeology, a lot of my symptoms mellowed out. They didn't disappear, but they totally mellowed, and I was hooked. Right?
Yes.
So, but I think I'm healthier now than I was before I was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
In so many ways. And I think that's why when I think of, my brand, I want to reach out to people that have been through breast cancer, been through cancer, been through any kind of health trauma, and are on the other side of it and trying to get better. Because I know the challenge is that, and the reason I like Strength is it's from a verse in the Bible, and I love the Bible, and I want the word 2 to actually be the number 2, because strength refers to inside and out.
Yes.
And that when you're developing both, they complement each other. You got to do one with the other. And so that I'm not just stuck in a box of just fitness, but I can share, other inspiring stories or other tips just to be happier.
People will seek you out for that particular story. People are going to seek you out and say, how did you get through this? That's an amazing story. You lost everything inside your body, and look at you, So I think people will seek you out.
Yeah, I'm still in a learning process of putting that all together, and I think there's a couple of steps. Honestly, I just have to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there.
I love it.
So maybe that'll be my goal for July too. It's just to
That's a
get
good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Especially if you're gone and you're traveling, you can always be making notes about things.
Right.
I think one of the things that people do is when they go on vacation or they're traveling, they just they don't take anything with them to write things down, because even though you're traveling, even though you're on vacation, and your mind doesn't stop working. So
Right.
when you know where my best thinking place is? The bathroom. So when I'm in the bathroom, I have a notepad in my bathroom, because everything comes to my mind. I must write everything down.
Yeah.
So find your favorite spot and take a notepad with you all the time. And finding your brand is not easy, because if you have so many interests and you have so many parts of your story that I have a lot of parts of my story, my transition story and all this. It's hard to signal in on something that everybody can relate to, or just a niche of people can relate to. That's what you want. You want a niche of people to relate to you and seek you out. So you don't want everybody to look to
Right.
find you. You want
Right.
that niche of people, and that's going to really put you out there in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, Lori, you've got a great story. You've got a great background and a great story that people are going to seek you out for this.
I have lots of stories. They don't all pertain to fitness.
Yeah, but you have a great health story. You have a great health
I do.
story. You have a great company.
Yeah.
So, just like
You
Lisa.
know,
Oh.
I think that for us to communicate how you go, like Lisa just said, how you go through the health issue, or what'd you call them? Health problem? No, you called them
Trauma.
That's perfect. Health trauma, because they're all trauma. Who wants
Yeah.
to be sick
Yeah.
and not healthy,
Yep.
And to go through health trauma just totally changes your life. And
Yeah.
you look fantastic for all that trauma you just went through. Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of support.
Wow.
And that's what it takes as well. It
Yeah.
takes support, and a lot of people want to support you. Let them support you, because that's what you're doing for everyone else. As a coach, you're sending, and as a female, we send out support constantly to people. So anyway, that's kind of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Dawn, talk a little bit about how you decided to come up with your awakening theme.
Ooh, I love that.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Actually, it's kind of a spiritual thing within me. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that it has to do with feeling pure and natural, and most people kind of walk through life, I think, living in the moment and not really taking a look deep inside themselves. And once they do and they realize, hey, I've got some things to change, it's kind of like an awakening moment that kind of shakes you loose.
Yeah.
And in my case, it had to do with my family members and their health. Number one being my husband. Never would have thought in a heartbeat at that moment that he had his annual physical, that he was going to have a really bad report that came back instantly saying that he was high risk everything. I mean, it was like anything could happen at any moment. Every single thing he was tested on was off the charts. Not to mention, they thought they found something in his brain that they immediately wanted to do an MRI. And we're like, what on earth? We haven't had any. There was like no symptoms of any of this other than we knew we were overweight. We were living life, loving it. We liked to brew beer. We still like to brew beer, but we don't do it like we did. Then on the other hand, it was like my family members too. My mom's health was failing. She's like in pre-stages of Alzheimer's. And it's really sad to watch my mom, who used to be a really organized person, who watched her weight and always kept a meticulously clean house, just let everything get away from her, all because she's not taking care of her health. Not to mention that it is hereditary. In addition to that, my dad and my brother, I have two brothers, but my oldest brother and my dad both have diabetes. So everything just kind of hit me at once. And that was kind of my awakening moment, kind of shook me up and said, hey, look at yourself too. You're not, you're not in perfect health, because at that time I needed to lose about 40 pounds and I'm getting there. So I don't know. It was just kind of a spiritual, nurturing thing for me that I came up with, awakening your health with Dawn. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people my age go through that because they have worked so hard and they get to their 40s and they're like starting to really live and love life. But then it's like, oh, but how much life am I going to have if I don't take care of my health?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that, hopefully that helps everybody with their, like thinking about how you're going to brand yourself, how it's going to be, how it's just going to be all about you and people seeking you out for help because they have the same things that you have that you can help them with. But yeah, you guys, nice work. Nice work. Well, you know what? Super Saturday is the 25th, and hopefully you guys will all be at one or the other Super Saturdays. And if you can't get to one, Lisa, no big deal. But because I know you're going to be gone and out of town. And Boston's always a really good one, huh, Laura? Boston.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah, it's huge. Like ours has we always have like 4 to 8 people at mine, and there's like 4,000 to 8,000.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's about, I think it was about 300 people.
That's so much fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I can't even imagine working out with 300 people.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's like Les Mills Quarterlies, huh, Lisa?
I know, Les Mills Quarterlies.
Well, Les
are
Mills
pretty
Quarterlies.
packed. Yeah. So
Good
up here
one.
in the Bay Area, the last Super Saturday was what, in April?
Yeah.
So, and I hadn't been to a Super Saturday. I mean, I became a coach in January. I think there was a Super Saturday in January. I didn't make that one.
Right.
So there's supposed to be one in April, and I couldn't really find one. But then I guess there was 1 or 2 small ones, and then there was, I don't know, another friend of mine who's a coach said, you got to go to this one, and she put me on the Facebook group. So there's a Bay Area, so it's like the whole Bay Area trying to pull together of coaches, which is better. So there was actually about probably almost 200 people there.
Wow.
And it wasn't far from my house. It was like a 20-minute drive.
Oh, that's not bad at all. It's
So
pretty
that
cool.
was really fun.
I like our little ones for sure. Our little ones are fun because we get out the Kleenex, boy. I'm telling you, we all are talking and we're like, oh God. So it's
Awesome.
quite emotional and quite fun to have small ones too, for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so do any of you guys have any questions about anything we talked about, or you want to say anything?
I was just wondering if someone who's been either been to Summit in the Midwest, or not Summit, Summit in the Midwest, or has been to Nashville, if someone wants to post what we should pack and be prepared to wear. Do you know what I mean? Because
you know what, I saw some posts about everything's gonna be sort of casual for Nashville. In Las Vegas, they wanted everybody, like some of the parties, they wanted them to be like black and white parties, where you're wearing dresses and heels. And here they're just more about mostly casual and dressy casual. So like jeans and a nice top and whatever,
Got it.
I'm just going to bring like a pair of boots and, because I dress up about as much to play with the band as I do anything. So, and that's what I wear, jeans and boots. And so jeans and boots. And
when are you going?
I'm going on Wednesday. When are you going to be there?
I'm going in on Tuesday because Wednesday I'm going for my insanity certification.
Oh, that's right. Good for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Lisa, what are you doing? Are you going in you're going Thursday, right?
Yeah, I get there Thursday.
Thursday.
Like late in the afternoon.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to give you guys a hug.
It'll be
I
fun.
know,
Have
to see
have you guys
everyone
met each
in
other?
person.
We've never met in person. And Dawn's driving down.
Yep, I will be there Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon.
Hey, speaking of that, did Bonnie get a hold of you about having a couple extra roommates?
No, I haven't heard from her, but that's interesting because I've been trying to rope Andrea in on whether is she actually going to Summit or
Not gonna
not?
go.
Do you know?
No, she's not going to go now because she's going to do Shalene Johnson's media training, which costs more than Summit. So she's going to spend her money on that. But Bonnie had Lori Siegel and Angela. And I can't Angela's last name. Anyway, they were. Go ahead.
I've got room for 2 people then if Andrea's not going to be there because I've got 2 double beds and I have Meredith and myself.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, I'll just let them know that then, and they can contact you on a Facebook message.
That would be super cheap for us too.
I know, it'd be fantastic. Well, and because I think
More money to shop.
Bonnie's guy's going to go with her, so and he's a coach now too. So I think that we're going to put her roommates with you, which would be perfect financially, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, tell her it's going to be super cheap and it's going to give us a lot more money to go shopping with.
Yeah, heck yeah, woo! All right, girls. Well, I think this was a fun call, and I didn't want it to be anything formal. I just wanted to bring you on Super Saturday, and I wanted to find out what your July goals were, and so nothing like really formal. So hopefully it was a good call for you guys.
Great.
And
Yes.
I'm going to stop the recording now.